So first, we'll go real quick connecting your dock cam. It will be 2 cords. It's a lot simpler than it used to be. It's your power cord that you'll grab. Put the dock cam wherever you want it to be. And then it says power, power. And then the rat's nest of cables everyone probably has. You'll have a bunch of cables. There's a cable called the VGA cable. It's going to be the biggest, thickest one in the bunch. That goes in. Display out. It's the furthest one, depending on which way you're looking at the end. So you stick it in. It only goes in one way, so if it's not going in, flip it over. And then these tighten down so the connection does not come out.
And that was display out.
Display out. And that's it. Your dock cam's hooked up. You can press source search on your projector, turn it on.
Plug the other
Make
side
sure
in.
the other side's plugged in.
Sorry.
Alright, so that's your document camera.
With that. He just has the projector.
For you
on.
guys, you
He'll
will
go
be getting
through.
sound bars installed above all your projectors. Unfortunately, they're not in yet, so you will be grabbing a set of desktop speakers. Plug these in. I think everyone's pretty familiar. Green end here goes in the headphone jack on your laptop. This is temporary. Once you have your sound bar in, you'll only be using an HDMI cord. We'll come around and collect these when that happens.
Does this screen show up as soon as you turn that on?
So this is the Apple TV, so that would be a source search. So you're gonna have like 3 different inputs that you'll be source searching through. I'll show that real quick at the end. So the other thing you'll have is an HDMI cable. It's a little guy. It's kind of like a trapezoid shape. I don't know. Most people might be familiar with this. On the left side of your laptop, you have your HDMI port. You will plug it in. That is how you will be hardwired to the projector. If you're going to show a movie, play audio, I recommend being plugged in. The wireless works good for presentations if you're showing a document. But if you're showing a movie or something, it can get choppy or some buffering. So I still recommend plug in if you're doing that. So now that I'm plugged in, obviously here I'm still on the Apple TV. On your remote, source search, it's going to find all your active inputs. So there we go, HDMI 1. That's what it found. That's my hardwire. Any questions so far?
It's Mitch.
We'll help if you need help.
We'll go back, Susan. It's okay.
Alright, so I'm going to unplug the HDMI. If you use your pens, your projector pens, I don't know where mine went. If you use your projector pens and you want to use them as a mouse only, double clicking on something, opening it from the desktop, minimizing, anything like that, this needs to be plugged into your laptop. If you have a document up and you just want to annotate on it and draw on the board, this does not need to be plugged in. That is done through the projector. Some of you will use this, some of you will never use it. If you don't use it, throw it behind the desk, out of sight, out of mind. And that's just a USB cable. There's one on each side of your new laptops.
So all the cords that are currently in our room will stay in our room?
Yes.
Just like mine are wrapped up on the door right now?
Yeah, a lot of them got lifted up and are a mess just because of the new flooring and everything that went in this year, so it's a bit of a mess. You will have an aux cable. Don't really worry about the aux cable. It's not going to work until the sound bars go in, and it's really only if you're going to plug your phone in or something. It's everything will run through the HDMI for audio and video, so I wouldn't really worry about this guy. And that's all the cables that will be coming out of your wall. It's a lot, I know.
Hopefully.
Also, real quick, if you guys have any old Dell pens, remotes, garbage, throw them away. And then AirParrot, is that the last thing? Okay, so AirParrot runs, it's an application, it's on the desktop of all your new laptops. I'm going to plug into the HDMI just so I can show you guys.
I feel like I should do another round.
Alright, AirParrot. So on my desktop, it's right here. It's a parrot. It connects to your Apple TV kind of like if you had an iPad with AirPlay. it does the same thing but with your Dell. So you'll double click it. It's gonna open up. When it opens and it's not there anymore, this little up arrow right here next to the battery. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can see that. Show hidden icons when you hover over it. That's where Air Parrot lives. So you press this up arrow, and that's where it lives. So you'll click on it. That's Air Parrot right there. You're gonna find your room number. So this is E1153. I'm gonna click on it. It's gonna ask me to enter a passcode. So since I'm hardwired, this is weird, but then you'll go to your Apple TV, because that's what it's connecting to.
Where'd you push?
So there's
Now
my
it's the
code.
source search.
Source search. Okay.
You won't have to do that if you're not hardwired in. That's only because I'm hardwired in, so I can show you guys. So 2210, okay.
2201.
Oh,
It should, once you click it,
I can do another
it should be
afternoon.
there. Now go to your arrow. Yeah.